Alright, welcome back to another video. This is the continuation of the classroom management. So this is one aspect of them, and I will plead that you continue to be with me till we finish the classroom management. Again, if you have not subscribed, I would plead that you type on subscribe to subscribe so that you get access to the next video. Today we are going to focus on principles of teaching. Principles of teaching. You know, we said that teaching is both an art and a science. For learning to take place effectively, teachers must follow certain guiding principles that help structure instructions, simplify complex ideas, you know that, and also ensure that all learners, regardless of their ability, can understand and apply what they are taught. So the principle of teaching serve as the foundation for effective lesson delivery. They help teachers plan lessons, select appropriate teaching strategies, motivate learners, and create meaningful connections between new and existing knowledge. Understanding these principles is essential for every teacher, especially those preparing for the GS promotion examination, as they appear frequently in both objectives and scenario-based questions. Please, if you are preparing for GS promotion examination, do not joke with this topic. Now, let's dive in. Now, the first principles of teaching is simple to complex, meaning that I need to proceed from simple to complex. Now, let's assume that you are teaching fractions. You're teaching fractions. Before that, you need to let the children understand or identify what a fraction is. What do you have to do? You know, you can show a pizza. A shape looking like a pizza. You cut that one into 4 equal parts. Probably you can even bring one. Now, when you cut them into 4 equal parts, you ask them to take one slice. Okay, you can even ask them, what does this represent? Don't even say what fraction does it represent. So if they are able to tell you that this is 1 out of 4 I have taken, 1 out of 4 I have taken, then you can go ahead to tell them that 1 out of 4 is a fraction. Right? Good. So being able to identify what a fraction is, you can go ahead and explain to them what numerator and denominator is or are using the pizza. Explain the numerator and the denominator using the pizza to them. Then you go ahead and to add fractions with like denominators. Those, I know we know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is a step probably you have to go to for in terms of proceeding from simple to complex. Now you can go ahead to add unlike fractions. Okay, so proceed from simple to complex. This is what actually means. So if you're teaching, make sure you know where to start from and actually where to end. Now let's move on to the next principle. The next principle says that part to whole. So you need to proceed from part to whole. What does it mean? So we are teaching the same what do you call it, fraction. It says that teach the components first, then combine them into a full process. So you need to break the lesson into manageable steps. The first thing you need to do, identify the denominators, find the LCM, convert the fraction to equivalent forms, the add denominators. So you simplify or the final answer. So when each part is understood, show how they work together in a complete examples. So you need to start from part of it. Now then you combine all of them to make a whole. So take note. The third one is proceed from particular to general, particular to general. Start with concrete examples before stating the general rules. So if you are still teaching fraction, say work through specific examples such as 1 on 2 plus 1 on 3. You can also work 2 on 3 plus 1 on 6. After several examples, guide learners to discover the rule. So the rule says that to add fractions with unlike denominators, convert them to equivalent fractions with a common denominator and then add the numerators. So we have actually discovered the rule of adding unlike fractions. Alright, this will help them to understand why the rule works. So do not joke with the principles of teaching. The fourth one, proceed from known to unknown. So build new knowledge on learners' previous knowledge and experiences. So it means that before you teach, you need to build upon what the learners already know. Whatever you teach in the classroom, do not think that they do not know anything about that. They know something about that. Any little thing they know about what you're going to teach, please build upon that. Alright, so for the fraction we are teaching, students already know basic fractions. How to find the LCM, they know it. How to add numbers, and how to also simplify answers. So use this known concept to introduce adding unlike denominators. Okay, so can I ask them who remembers what LCM means? Who can simplify this? This links the old knowledge towards the new one. So always proceed from what they already know to what they do not know. It will help you to achieve your objectives as a teacher in the classroom. Next one, it says that you need to motivate learners to learn. Okay, a motivated learner learns faster, pays attention, and participates actively. So, for example, using pizza, cake, oranges, or play money as visuals. Give real life scenarios like sharing food, dividing money, buying items. You can also tell a story. For example, Amma cut her pizza into 3 parts. Kofi cut his into 4 parts. So you can go with the same scenario. You can go ahead and say that if Amma takes 1 of his parts, what does it represent? That one represents 1 out of 3. If Kofi takes 2, okay, it represents 2 out of 4. Right? Good. So some of these stories would actually help them to recall fast. Okay, and now you can also go ahead to create this scenario here. Amma and Kofi bought a pizza. Amma ate 1/3 of the pizza and Kofi ate 1/4 of the same pizza. How much of the pizza did they eat all together? This is also another interesting scenario being created here. Okay, so learners, do not joke with them. They know something, so try and do your best. Try and let them. Okay, so motivation based interest and that reduces fear of mathematics. So you need to motivate them. Keep motivating your students. All right, do not teach in isolation. The teacher should involve learners actively through questioning, feedback, and interaction. So you don't need to teach in isolation, just involve the students. Okay, ask guiding questions. Why must denominator be the same? What happens if we don't use LCM? Allow pair work. Okay, solve this work with your partner. Use learners' error to reinforce understanding. Okay, so let them work together, work with their partners. So the errors are going to be used as what? Reinforcement for understanding. Teaching becomes interactive, not one way. So please stop teaching one way. Do not teach in isolation. Involve them. Teach to individual differences. So here in your class, all students are not equal. And there's a fast learner, and there's a slow learner. So you need to, at the end as a teacher, you need to cater for all these students in your class. So you need to give simpler tasks to slow learners. Provide advanced tasks to fast learners. You can also use visual aids and manipulatives to help them understand better, especially the slow learners. And these are some of the visual aids and manipulatives you can use in the classroom. For example, fraction circles or pizza models, fraction bars or strips. So you can use some of this in your classroom. Assuming you're teaching fraction to aid understanding, and any other topic, try to find any manipulatives to aid understanding. It helps, actually, it helps. Okay, I believe we have exhausted all the principles of teaching. So please, let's follow them. Whether we are going for the examination or you're teaching, as a teacher, you must be guided by all these principles. Okay. All right. So now that we are done with the principles, I think we have some questions just to remind ourselves of the principles, especially those going for the GS promotion examination. Okay. First question says that a teacher who begins by revising LCM before teaching addition of fraction with unlike a denominator is applying hot. Yes. So a teacher uses prior knowledge as a foundation for new learning. So the teacher is actually what teaching from known to what? Unknown. From known to unknown. Okay. Next one says that asking learners questions throughout a section to check understanding reflects which principle. Okay, so in the course of teaching, you're saying that I need to involve the students, need to involve them. Do not teach in isolation. Okay, so we go for first one, which is what? Do not teach in isolation. Do not teach in isolation. Okay. Alright. A teacher begins a lesson on fractions by showing learners a pizza cut into equal parts before writing fraction symbols on the board. Which principle is being applied here? Okay, so when you're teaching, a teacher moves from concrete exam pizza to general rules of fraction. So in this case, what are you thinking? So it means that you proceed from a particular to the general. You don't need to move from general or move straight to the general. You need to start from somewhere and end at somewhere. So proceed from particular to general. Okay, do you have another question? Okay, a teacher gives different exercises to slow, average, and fast learners. Which principle is being demonstrated? So It means that you are catering for individual differences. Okay, individual differences. Any other question? Okay. All right. So this one you are going to provide the answer, and then please again write your answers or indicate your answers in the comment section. In our previous video, I asked you to provide your answer, but you didn't. Some of you did not do it. Provide your answer. It says that which teaching principle ensures that lesson gradually increase in difficulty. Okay. The next one, which is the last one, when a teacher breaks down a topic into sub-skills before teaching the whole concept, he or she is applying the principle of. Okay, this one too, need to provide your answer at the comment section. Now we are done. So I'll continue to plead that you like it, you share, you comment, and then subscribe. Especially those who have not subscribed, please type on subscribe to get access to the next video, because when you subscribe, as soon as I upload new video, you'll be given notification, or you'll be notified that a new video has been uploaded, and you go and watch it. So thank you for watching this video. Let's meet in our next video. Bye bye.